And welcome back to Island Life Live. Our next guest is known for his soulful melodies, heartfelt lyrics, and energy-packed shows.
Johnny Sweet gained widespread recognition with his breakout single, Thank You, which has amassed over 4 million streams on Spotify and nearly 3 million views on YouTube. And joining us right now is the man himself, Johnny Sweet. Aloha, my brother.
Thanks for having me. Such an honor to be here.
Yeah.
Wow, thank you. And I gotta ask, before we jump into the official questions, because you have a beautiful government-issued name. We all do. None of us on the panel use our government-issued name. Where did Johnny Sweet come from?
So when I was 7 years old, it was my first day of football practice here in Hawaii. Me and my family just moved here from Samoa. And first TV show I ever watched here in Hawaii was Johnny Tsunami. And so I was at this football practice, and my coaches was like, "What is your name, boy?" I was like, Johnny, or straight from Samoa, Johnny. And,
Johnny, yes, Johnny.
And so it's funny because they didn't see the name on the roster. They kept me on the team. They called me that all season until at the banquet. My mom was like, "Who is Johnny?" And they're like, "Your son is Johnny." No, his name is Elijah. So, and that name actually Johnny has been a nickname of mine for a while. My cousin, who actually produces my music, who produced my new song, Cutie Fasho, he was my quarterback at this football practice. So when we were coming up with stage names back in 2017, he was like, "Why don't we go back to Johnny?" I was like, so that's the origin of the Johnny Sweet story.
Johnny, that's so cool.
Yeah. But okay, now since we're talking about origin stories, can we hear the story behind the new jam?
Cutie Fasho. I wrote it with one of my closest friends. His name is S.A. Mosi. We wrote it back in 2020 we started writing this song. This is when I was dating who is my wife now. And when I brought her home.
Shout out to Becca.
My wife. I brought her home to my family to meet my family, and all my siblings was roasting me. They're like, "Bro, she's too beautiful for you. She's too pretty for you." So that's kind of, it's a song, it's like with a little bit of comedic relief on just talking about the beauty of my wife and how she's so fine.
I love it.
Can we hear a little bit of the sample of the song? I think we have it. It's coming, okay.
Here we go.
I know she a beauty, she a cutie for sure. I know your eyes grow bigger when she walk through the door. May I advise you not to look too long, unless you're trying to get a piece of cake.
Oh, so it actually dropped last week, and it's available
Friday.
now everywhere, like streaming platforms and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
that is so cool. When we listen to your music, like Thank You, I mean, it's you have this this positive vibe, like you're always having a good time. What's your approach when you writing and you kind of putting together like the melody lines?
Well, oftentimes before I write, I pray and I ask God, like, what kind of message you want me to convey this time. And I'm a joyous person. I'm the irritating guy at work that show up. Good morning, everybody. And so I'm always trying to just bring good vibes and make everybody laugh and be joyful. And so that was the approach with this song. Like, how can someone come home from a long day of work, sitting in that traffic going back west? You know what I mean?
Right.
And if this song comes on the radio, I hope it would change their mood. I hope it would make them happy and bring joy to their lives.
Well, the one thing that I did come away from with your music is the fact you really love your wahinea.
Oh, yeah.
You love her a lot. I mean, and I love the fact that you create a lot of music that is inspired by her and that relationship that you have.
Yeah, absolutely. My wife came into my life back in 2017. We were best friends for years, and then she finally opened her eyes to see I was the only one for her. You know what I mean? In late 2018, and we dated for 4.5 years before I got the blessings from her parents to make her my wife back in 2023. And yeah, I'm one of those dudes. I'm a square. I'm soft, and I love my wife.
You're romantical.
Yeah, I'm very romantic, and so I'll champion my wife, and she does the same for me. And I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for her.
How was that when you had to talk to her dad? I know, Pastor Mike.
Yes.
How was that?
Well, let me tell you something. I don't fear a lot of guys in this world, but that guy puts the fear of God in me sometimes. But he's an amazing father figure to my life, a spiritual father as well.
Yeah.
And it was awesome to get his blessing. And he told me he was proud of me, and he told me that this is it.
I love it.
And now I get to call him dad.
And Pastor Lisa, of course.
Yes.
Got a shout out to her.
Shout out my mom.
Okay.
But congratulations on the brand new single. I know you're a super busy guy. You're going to be hitting the road in a little bit. Tell us about all of that.
Yeah, I fly out in 2 hours to Guam.
Huh?
Yeah, so going straight to the airport from here. We got a 7.5, 8 hour flight to Guam. amazing show, Clutch Music Festival in Guam. It's High Water, KPV, me, and Nicolo's headlining. And then we come home for about a week and a half off, and then we play at Waikiki Shell, opening for the Green.
Oh, nice.
And it's a beautiful moment for me. I kind of treating it like it's my Super Bowl, because I've never performed as myself at the Shell before. I've sang backup for Fiji, for J-Boog.
Sure.
This is my first time having my own set, so we're
Right
super
on.
stoked.
That's
Yeah.
so awesome, bro.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Well, congratulations on all your success. Please travel safely.
Thank you very much.
And make sure you get back home to us safely so that we can see you in June.
Yes,
okay?
come on.
We got Johnny Sweet in the house right here. How lucky we are.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and here's something else that's just as sweet as this guy. Our Enjoy Snacks.
Ooh, you know what? It's filled with all kinds of goodies, and it can all be yours when we draw the winner this coming Friday.
Please make sure you're entered to win. Head to kitv.com/contests.